Coming down to our final segment this afternoon, a very hot Saturday. Hope you're able to stay cool as best as possible here. It's Tech Gumbo, Talk 107.3 FM, WBRP, our final segment today, and one more opportunity to speak with the guys here at the East Baton Rouge Parish IT, members of the IT department. We've got Warren Kron, we've got Eric Romero here talking about the new data that's available, not just to businesses, but to the public as well. And we wanted to talk about, I guess, the budgetary aspects of this project.
Absolutely. I mean, it's so nice to know that, East Baton Rouge is on the cutting edge. And so these guys are here. They're the ones who are leading the whole, ITIS movement to put everything out there, like the budget. Eric, come and tell us about the budget.
Yep. So our budget in City Parish is an extremely complicated beast. Of course, we're a consolidated government, and that adds to the complexity. In the past, I know the audience can't see it, but I have in studio a 2-inch bounded budget book that the city puts out each year.
And I'm holding it right now.
You can balance a coffee book with that thing.
It's 4 or 5
a coffee
pounds.
table, rather.
Yeah. If you hear all of that paper full, that's the whole budget. I mean, that's how big this thing is.
It's extremely thorough, and it's an accurate representation of the city parish's finances. However, most of the public aren't financial experts, and often they're just interested in knowing how much money is being spent and by whom. So what we've done is taken the data from the budget book and created a new website called Open Budget BR, which displays that city parish budget information in a way that's easy to view and understand.
So you were showing me some of the tips and how to do this on the break. And I mean, it's amazingly easy. I mean, it's point and click and drop downs and very graphical user interface kind of environment.
Right. You can drill down all the way down to the project level. You start off with 2 main categories, the operating budget or the capital budget. On the operating side, you can drill down to have it grouped by type of service, so that may be public safety or sanitation or transportation. Or you can have it grouped by department, so police or DPW or library. You can continue to drill down to the divisions, the program levels, and further down to expense categories. For example, you can see for the Uniform Patrol Division of the Police Department, you can see that their wages, how much money spent on wages, how much money spent on supplies or contractual services.
In some way, you guys, Eric, are seeming to make a more educated and informed citizen here of the city, because it seems like the parish is kind of a little more accountable. You're seeing the data, you're seeing the information, and you're getting an opportunity to become more involved. The information is there. You can't really have the excuse and say, well, I don't know where it's at, I don't know where to find it. This information is there, and you can kind of, whether it's at the polls or elsewhere, you can kind of look and see, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. I can see what's going on.
That's correct. That's been one of the big benefits of the mayor's push for a more open and digital government is just that we're making the data available to everyone. It's not siloed in a particular department. Now city parish employees can see all the data, or departments can see all the data, but also the public can see all the data. Last time I mentioned we have a lot of bright people in Baton Rouge, and those bright folks can help the city make better decisions moving forward to make Baton Rouge the place that everybody wants it to be.
So if we wanted to know, where's the money coming from?
Sure. So there's also that option at any level. So if you want to look at it at the department level or all the way down at the project or program level, there's a how's it spent option. And so we'll use sanitation as an example. That's a service of DPW, and we can easily see that monies come from the general fund, the solid waste collection fund, the parish sewer user fee fund, and a couple other areas as well.
So if some department had grant money that came in for a specific project, that would be listed as grant money, and
that's correct.
Who gave the grant and all of those things?
That's correct.
That's awesome.
Yep. And further along, we also have the capital budget in there. the capital budget's a little bit unique because of some limitations in our legacy financial system, and I mentioned last time we're in the process of upgrading that thing as well. We're providing data for capital improvements approved over the past 20 years, so that's not just capital projects for this year, that's over the course of 20 years. That gives you a really complete picture of some of our larger projects, such as the sanitary sewer overflow, the SSO program, or the Greenlight plan.
Now, does this break down if it's a city thing versus a parish thing as well?
In some aspects, it does. You will see the different if taxing's coming from parish or city.
That's amazing. So, everybody who's out there who's saying, God, I'd like to know more about it, or, before you get to a Metro Council meeting and you want to be informed on what's happening, you can just, or even if you're sitting in the Metro Council meeting on your iPhone, your iPad, your laptop with the Wi-Fi, you can pull up the information and drill down into it to really know what's going on as it's being talked about?
That's correct. And currently we have a 2015 budget data out there, but we will be, so in subsequent years, we'll be adding that information, and then we'll also work to add past years as well. So then we'll have the ability to turn on an option for you to see how the budget was over the course of time.
Now, is it going to get to the point where here's proposed budgets as well, or only approved budgets?
Yep. So again, with the limitations of the current system, it's only approved budgets. But when we get our new financial systems in place, we will have that capability as well. So we should be able to put it out in August or September when we're starting budget proceedings, and then to see exactly what's coming up. The public can then chime in on their thoughts on it, and when it gets approved, they'd also be able to see that as well.
So is there information we can download off the site and kind of work with and do it in Excel on our computers?
Sure. So Open Budget BR is based on the same platform as Open Data BR, and down in the lower right-hand corner is a link that allows you to download all that data that comprises the budget site into Excel, to where you can make your own decisions or your own graphs or your own analysis. Again, the budget site is budget.brla.gov, and it can also be accessed from the city's homepage of brgov.com.
Understanding that these sites are in their early stages in development, and are they actually out at this point in time?
Yes, they've both been launched publicly.
When you think about in this day and age with the way we live, certainly things, as you mentioned, the ability to be updated. What's the future plans? Any kind of ideas early on for future plans of what you'd like to add? You're just kind of in the early stages of working towards for these sites?
So for these, the budget will, like I said, we'll continually add with the mapping portal. As requests come in from the public, we'll certainly consider those and possibly add additional maps. As more location-based data is available, we'll add that. I want to also mention that on our Open Data BR site, we recently added additional crime data. So originally we just had major crimes. Now we have every crime that comes into our reporting system. We also added 2014 adjudicated property information. And in the next few weeks, you'll see procurement data. So that's the purchases made by the city parish, annual contracts, bid listings along with their results, and also animal control incidents.
So you guys really are taking the covers off of everything. This is just trying to be as transparent as possible.
That's exactly right.
That's just so cool. I mean, and to know that, Baton Rouge is kind of on the cutting edge, leaning this forefront that not many other municipalities in the United States are doing this yet, are they?
No, they're not. And with Open Budget BR, we're the first city in the state to launch their budget site.
Baton Rouge #1 as always. I like to hear that.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, once again, Eric, Warren, thank you guys for coming in. Really appreciate you taking some time to be with us and all the work you're doing for East Baton Rouge Parish and for the city of Baton Rouge. That's just tremendous. Want to say one more time, please go to our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/GulfSouthTech. Put in the keyword. The keyword for today is blog to win your free copy of Microsoft Office 2013 Professional. And Also, go read our blog at our website, which is gulfsouthtech.com, or give us a call at the office, 225-216-2169.
Thanks so much, Haggai, for James, Eric, and Warren joining us today from East Baton Rouge Parish. I'm Kate Wazan. We will see you next week right here on the Capital City's new local news and information leader, Talk 107.3 WBRP.